Hi folks, it's Monday. Very often do a video on a Monday. Hopefully this one isn't long. I'm going to try and keep this one short, and it's mainly to do with t-shirt, kilt type of stuff with one or two bits thrown in. Before I go on to what I normally start with, I'll mention this because I will forget it. Tuesday my tattooist opens, so gonna have some updating done. Not sure what yet, but find out tomorrow. It's probably this. This here is an eagle's head with my name in that was done in 1970. So yeah, this one has been around for a while, as these. But this one, rather than, it's quite blocky, rather than having something whacked on top, and now that one brought up so it stands out a bit more again, and have this spider theme with a spider crawling out from underneath it to bring it into here. So if there's a gap tomorrow, that'll probably be done. If there isn't, it'll probably be within the week. If they've got a very short time to do something, then probably down here there'll be some lettering down here that won't take too long. I've been wanting hangers for ages, but for kilts, if I want a kilt hanger, last time I looked they were pretty flipping dear, about 12 quid each I think, just for a fairly sturdy hang with two clips. So quite a while back I did buy some of these and they're excellent, but I needed more and I haven't seen them around, but went in today, it was in the shop, and these were 4 for $2.90, no, $2.49. And these are pretty sturdy little sods. If I rip it, sadly this was the only one hanging there, but I'm sure they'll get more in because they had all sorts of different hangers. Comes like that, and these are Preuses. These are trousers hangers, what it says on the packet, or a skirt you can clip. Two very strong clips, and they are pretty strong. I'll show you what I do with them. What I wanted more as well is when I hand wash a kilt, I hang it over the bath to drip dry, and I use 4 of those. That's how long now. I use 4 of those to sort of hang it. But this is what I do. This is how I keep the kilt, and these are pretty flipping hefty. There's 8 yards of really flipping hefty material there, and if I fold it in half again, comes to that size, clip it and hang it that way. So these are really, really handy. There's 4 layers there, 4 different layers. If you open that really wide, press that in, you can grasp it. So this one, if you look, I got to do a bit of pressing. It's only recently been washed and it now needs pressing. So yeah, if any of you do wear kilts, these are ideal. You'll never see these as a kilt hanger. They're about that size, very much like this but longer. But like I said, fold it in half again, that does the job. The other hangers I found today were these. Now these, when I look at them, these are the modern wire hanger for those that remember the days of the old wire hanger. And I've got one out the other packet, and if you look at it, it's more or less a wire hanger. But the good thing about these, they're covered in a sort of rubber, and it's very, I don't know what the word is. It's not sticky, but material's not going to fall off that. Now when I hang my t-shirts up, because I don't fold them in a cupboard, I don't scrunch them up into a drawer or something, I always put them on hangers. And so let's have a look. I haven't tried these yet. So normally you put them on hangers, and if you know yourself, the slide come off the flipping ends, but that is, it's really holding it on there. So these were $1.99 I think for 5 in B&M, so they're really good. And the other good thing about these is, I find it, this is what I normally use, being bloody posh, wood hangers. Look at the difference. Hanging these on a rail, you don't get many on before your rail's bloody full up. You're going to get about 2 of those to one of those. So again, this is going to be worth buying if you're a t-shirt person and you've got loads of t-shirts, shirts as well. But that's 5 there, so that's not much different to one of the little bit hangers. And I know you got the thickness of a t-shirt, but that's not very much. So if you've got space, they're the things to get. So thought I'd mention those. And while I'm at it, bought this today. It's a little bit gold brassy looking rather than silver. I don't mind brass, I don't mind silver. And when I ever buy rings, for some reason, they always just fit my little bloody finger. And that fits my finger. And it looks like the pyramid sort of studs that you wear. 99 pence, solid metal of some sort. Ideal, so I like buying it. The other thing, I've often talked a lot about DIY, especially in the goth community, that started out way back, and I love a lot of it was DIY. You didn't just go out overnight and all the goth stuff was there. A lot of the goth stuff was there because it was taken from bits around, like the old studded collars was first, the old dog collars, things like that. So I found this today from one of my shops. They have loads of charity, they have stalls with women's bags on and all sorts, and sometimes there's some blooming good ones. Saw this today and it was £1, and it's a woman's bag come shoulder bag. I've taken a metal bit off here that went through, and you could adjust the length of this, so you could practically carry it like that. You could have it as a shoulder bag, but I took that bit off, so that comes out now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open that ring there and put this end on like that one is. I had to decide, do I leave strap on or do a tech strap off and put chain on, because chain is the usual thing for these, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But no, I do not want a bag, and I do not want a shoulder bag, but I need these things. And when I looked at it, what's that look like? And I love the fact that it's all bag looking rather than straight. That is going to be turned into, and this is where the DIY comes in, that's going to be, and I imagine some of you have already come up with it, a sporran. So I did think about it. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to get the length that I need when it's round my waist, cut that, put some connections there, so I can just put it round, connect it up. So yeah, DIY into a sporran for £1 and 1 or 2 bits I'm going to put on. That is flipping good, because to actually buy a sporran you're talking about 14 quid, 15 quid upwards, and it's going to be no better really. So I'm going to go away, doctor this up a little bit, and I shall be back in a flash. And flash, I'm back. And here we go. One sporran goughed up a little bit. If you have a look, just there, there's a metal cross, 3 tassels now, I'll put it over here, 3 tassels here, each one with a little coffin on it, which are metal coffin shaped buttons somebody gave me a long time ago. So 3 tassels, little coffin on each, and a metal cross on the top. So all that's left to do really is show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to bozo off. Okay, there you go. As a new sporran, looks pretty flipping neat. Haven't got all my stuff in it as yet. Needs just stabilising a little bit more, but there you go. Tassels, cross, 1 sporran, £1, 1 or 2 bits that I already had anyway, so can't beat it. Catch you later, folks.